It's Sarah
and Tula,
and welcome back to
Spilling the Tea
with S
and T.
Woo! Week 4. Let's go.
Week 4 and basically the last week.
Well, yeah,
Claire.
For Claire. Thank God. Goodbye, Claire. Goodbye. We're done. It's over. Thank God.
See you on the other side. The Dale side.
Where do we begin? I'm not surprised. We all were waiting for this because a lot of people wanted her to be gone and did not want another episode of Claire on the show. I saw online a little article that the producers, once she didn't give the rose to the guys, one of the guys in the group date, that was when they said they need to cut her and get rid of her.
That's when they knew.
That's when they knew that they needed to get rid of Claire because the show just couldn't go on.
They were all paging. They were like, get her out.
Yeah, right.
Get her out.
I'm just wondering, how can I get a job as a producer on The Bachelor or Bachelorette?
Right?
I would love to do this.
That would be so fun.
So I guess we'll start from the beginning of the episode. I feel like this episode was so boring again because everyone knew what was going to happen. The producers tried to trick you, but they didn't. Like, you're like, no, this, he's still gonna, propose. They're still gonna get together. He's not gonna leave her.
But before this episode, everything that they had previewed, I completely thought wrong up.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Same.
they really twisted that.
Yes.
From the start, when Chris Harrison walked in and started asking Claire
he
all
goes,
these
Claire, we need to talk. Yeah. And he was very straightforward and blunt with her. But he asked her, well, first he sat her down and goes, the path that we're on, we just can't continue.
Yeah.
And she started getting emotional and talking about Dale or whatever. And then Chris goes, I'm going to be straightforward with you. You need to be honest with me about this. Did you guys talk before the show? And she's like, no, absolutely not. Cross my heart.
On my dad's grave.
But then,
that's excessive.
At the end of the show, they showed a preview of them talking to Dale and Claire.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Harrison goes, okay, you guys lied to America, so what do you have to say? And, they cut it. So I wonder if that's when they do it, or if the producers are just twisting and screwing everything again.
Yeah. I feel like they have to be twisting it. She was asked 3 times alone in that episode. Chris Harrison asked her, Kenny asked her, and then Chris Harrison asked her again.
Yes.
So I'm and Dale even was saying, yeah, I would pass the lie detector test, all that. So if they are lying now, that is messed up.
Yeah, well,
I'm curious.
I feel like they're both a little messed up in the head, honestly. They're nuts, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised. Very surprised.
And I thought what was really interesting is, she's the way she felt when she saw Dale, when she was scrolling through the guys' Instagrams that she saw were going to be on the show. She's like, oh, right when I saw Dale, on Instagram, I just knew, I'm like, what? What? But, okay, you really meet this guy. But she's like, oh, I felt like I was connecting with him because, his sister or, his mom or whatever, she was, getting to know him on Instagram, which I thought was a little weird.
It was just unfair.
It was unfair. It was very unfair for the guys.
Yeah.
And a very unfair first half of this season.
Yeah. It was just weird circumstances, the whole COVID thing. If they wanted to keep it fair, they probably should have told Claire, you're absolutely not allowed to look at anybody's Instagram page.
Yeah, I agree. That shouldn't have been something that she was allowed to do.
Yeah, because
you should be surprised who you see.
Yeah.
Or if you want to see a picture, give her pictures, whatever. But still, I don't think that she should have been scrolling through their Instagram stuff because you could. I just still feel like they message each other. I feel like that's such bullshit. There's no way that she didn't send a message or something. Something is not adding up, and they had to have met before something. I don't know. I just feel the way she feels about him, unless she's actually as your dad says, crazy and nutty, and thinks that from looking at a social media post that he's the one.
You may get to, but I do feel nowadays, you could get to know a lot about a person just through social media because you literally share your entire life on social media.
Yeah.
So I don't find it hard to believe that she was super fond of him through social media, but it's either she's just super nutty, so the connection she felt was like immediately there, and got super lucky with Dale feeling the same way, because I feel like that never happens like that. So I don't know.
Very rarely. There are people though that like meet and then like get married a few months later or something like that, like and they actually do last like their whole lifetime and stay together. Yeah, like that does happen, but very so rarely. So this is like either a very so rarely case or it's just not gonna work out.
Yeah,
because they haven't like lived together, they haven't like, I feel like when you really don't know someone and then you start to get to know them and you're like, ooh, I don't like that about this person. Or like, this is not gonna happen. Like I can't live with this person. I can't deal with that. Like, then they start to realize.
Yeah. And she kept saying like, yeah, Dale is like the absolute perfect man. Like, he has all of these qualities that I love. And I was sitting there thinking like, how do you know every single quality that he has when you've only spent how many weeks with him and
like
how many hours with him? Because even though you were spending a lot of time with Dale, you did have to spend time with the guys and dates. So it's like, how do you know all of these things about Dale?
One of the guys did say, I forgot who it was, one of the guys did say that like overall she spent like maybe 2 hours with him. So that was even more weird to me.
I was like, and even weird from his side too.
Yes.
Because I'm like, how do you feel the same way?
How do you feel the same way? But you know what? I don't know. Like, love can be love. And, like, she literally just, like, blew up the Bachelorette, as Chris Harrison says, because she didn't want anyone else but Dale. Yeah. So it could mean something. We don't know. I'm trying to look at it as both sides. But, like, it's just, like, still kind of nuts. And so now, after, like, she talks to Chris about wanting only Dale, Chris then goes and tells the guys, oh, like, there's no rose ceremony. There's no date or anything. For tonight or something like that. There's no date for tonight. So everyone's really confused, and then he goes, Dale, will you come with me? I'm like, oh my god, like this is so obvious.
Neither was screeching. Like, that is so bad.
So bad.
Like, what are the guys thinking?
These poor guys.
And we kind of briefly talked about this, like, why in the world wasn't Claire giving the guys any information? I felt like the last 2 episodes, the guys were just in the dark. The last episode, they didn't have anything except for that short, like, after whatever it was. This time they didn't even see Claire. Like, what?
And she's like, oh, I'm all about respect and all that shit, which is total bullshit, because she didn't give these guys any respect this season, on her half season or whatever you want to call it.
No, she didn't, like, no courtesy for that.
Nope.
Whatsoever.
Nope.
She was just like, Dale.
These guys have gone through so much crap because of coronavirus and has done so much testing and everything to get to where they were. And she just, like, treated them like a pile of shit, honestly. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah. So then Chris Harrison calls Dale out, and Dale looks very iffy.
Yes.
So iffy. I feel like this is a trend, like, where somebody's looking super iffy and then shows a complete different emotion. Like Claire.
It was weird. He looked so emotionless, like, this whole episode.
Yeah.
This whole episode was so, like, I couldn't read him.
Yeah. I don't know if he's just, like, super calm as a person and, like, that's why, or, like, what?
It was so weird.
Like, what is going on?
I know. And what was even worse is what these guys thought they had a chance still. When Dale left for that whole rest of the 24 hours or whatever it was, they also thought they had a chance. It was so sad. I think at that point was when they should have been told that it was over, because we all knew it was going to be over.
Yeah, but they had to wait. See, Claire, I think where she went wrong is that before she, like, went on to mingle with Dale for the entire day and night. It wasn't even.
It was a fantasy suite and everything. It was everything mixed into one.
She should have walked in before all of that and told the guys, listen, it's over.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I understand, like, you didn't know where you were going with Dale, but I don't care if, like, that was, like, a chance you had to take. Like, you already made that decision. So even if Dale didn't want to stay with you that night, like, you didn't want any of the other guys anyway. So at least have some courtesy and, like, tell the guys what's going on instead of making them wait an entire day and night, not having any clue what's going on.
I know. It's not fair. She was totally disrespectful.
Yeah, that was bad.
And rude with this whole situation, in my opinion. She could have handled this so much better, and, like, I don't want to get into this quite yet because that's like later on, but she could have handled this so much better. So when Chris pulled Dale aside, he like told her, oh, Claire only wants to, you know, spend time with you. Yeah. And he didn't even look excited. He was so emotionless. That's why I couldn't rate him. I was so confused. I'm like, what? I'm like, why is he not excited about that? Yeah. And then he goes, I'm excited, but didn't act like it. And then goes, but doesn't know what this is all about. Like, how do you not know? How do you not know? Like, I feel like everything was just explained. Like, all the signs, everything. Like, she canceled everything just for you. Yeah. So.
And when Dale left, I found it weird. I don't know if you found this weird, but the guys were like, specifically Blake, honestly, but like majority of the guys were like, I don't know why she thinks it's Dale. Like, it's not Dale. It's not Dale. Like, why were the guys saying that?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I think they were just jealous that he was gone and they didn't have time with her. Because, like, the guys, like, obviously Blake was mostly saying that. He had feelings for her. Yeah. Like, the guys had feelings for her, were, like, really confused and annoyed about this. And I feel like the other guys were just like, whatever. Like, go ahead. You can go home with Dale. We don't give a shit anymore. Like, move on. Let's move on already. Yeah. So that I noticed that, and I felt really bad. I feel really bad for Jason, especially because he like really opened himself up to her, and she totally. And like I knew that was gonna happen. I called that before. Like she screwed him over so hard, and I feel so bad for him. Like I hope he finds love, and like I hope that he never has to like deal with that again, because like that was really messed up.
Yeah, I still cannot believe that she made him go through that entire date knowing she was into Dale. Like,
knowing,
that date was so, like, I don't even know how to explain this, but nobody makes somebody open up their, like, literal deepest, darkest secrets.
I know.
When you don't even want to be with him. Yeah, when you know you don't want to be with him.
Like that was so wrong. Again, disrespectful, wrong.
Yeah. She's like, you could trust me.
Should not have happened.
No.
That was just really messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I'm upset about that because I really like Jason. So I'm just not happy with that. She really screwed that up.
Yeah. Okay, so the one thing that I want to mention is when they like went into their little Presidente.
Yeah, El Presidente.
Yeah, and then whatever, cameras went off, and then they show them waking up and stuff, and Claire was like all snuggled up in him, like confessing more of like her feelings. And the entire time, I couldn't help but notice that Dale literally just looked like he wanted to go right back to bed. Like he was like, lady, shut up. Yeah. Just be quiet.
I know.
I want to sleep. And she was like, what are you thinking? What's the next step that we're taking?
I know.
Dale's like, I don't know.
Oh my God, Dale's literally like, I don't know what's going to happen next. And,
well, think.
And she literally goes, well, think about it. I was like, oh. Okay, we know wears the jeans in the relationship.
Yeah, literally,
where's the pants.
like
she probably has like a whip. Like literally, if you don't answer my questions correctly, I'm going to whoosh, whip you. No, like that's literally how it seemed. I was like, wow, okay, all right, Claire. Yeah, aggressive.
I feel bad for him.
I know.
I feel like it's just gonna go downhill.
It is.
He's gonna realize her true colors.
Yeah. How I'm not gonna say crazy. How nutty, how kooky she can be.
Yeah.
So she obviously tells Dale in the one-on-one that like, I love you. I've always loved you. I can only think about you. Yeah. And Dale goes, oh yeah, like I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah.
Like, through this whole process. It was only like 4 weeks, but
after like making us very like iffy about what he's gonna say.
This whole time he is so emotionless. We had no idea what he was even thinking, and all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I was falling in love with you. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
Now we know. Yeah. Great. That
perfect.
And then yeah, great, perfect. Like, okay. Move on. No, everyone's just so over.
Yeah.
So over it, and
like I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it's great that they both are on the same page, because that was like her other thing that she was really nervous about. She wasn't sure if he was gonna be on the same page as her.
Yeah. I can imagine what would have happened if that was the case.
That would have been crazy, but I think that the producers were like, if we did that, that would have been way too much. for everyone to handle.
Yeah.
I feel like
she would have been
and she would have been such a mess, and they probably are done dealing with her.
Like, get out.
Just get out. We don't want to deal with you anymore.
Oh my god.
And it took, I kind of feel bad though with the whole proposal thing, because like I know that they tried to make it as nice as possible, but like all these like bachelor and bachelorette people were getting married, proposed to in like Thailand or in like the Caribbean or like some beautiful place, and they had to go next to the spa and propose. And it was like kind of like, I feel like it was like a half-ass thing, because like everyone just wanted to get rid of them. And she just wanted to get proposed to already.
I just feel like that was so rushed. Like,
yes,
they obviously could have waited. They could have just like gone out of their little quarantine bubble, as Chris Harrison said, together, got proposed somewhere else, somewhere nicer after quarantine, all that stuff. But I don't know. It just like irks me that Claire was so like, propose to me now.
I know.
I don't know. I
know she's in a rush because like she's older.
Yeah.
But I don't know too. And where does Dale even live? Does he live by her? She's from California.
I have no idea. I know he's not from California. Watch, I'm saying that and he is. I honestly have no idea where he's from, but I feel like he's from the Midwest for some reason. I don't know.
Should we look it up?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, so is he gonna like just drop everything and like,
yeah, what's gonna happen there?
Go live with her? That's what they didn't even discuss that either. A lot of times people discuss that on their like one-on-one dates and like fantasy suites. So who knows what happened? But I do like her dresses this week.
South Dakota.
Oh, he's from South Dakota. That is the randomest like state to be from, I feel like.
Interesting.
So he lives like probably 1,000 miles away from her. So this should be interesting in how long this lasts, because
I feel like she's gonna make him drop his shit.
Oh yeah,
she's got 2 dogs.
She's gonna be like, you're coming to my house. We're living in California.
Yeah.
We're not going to South Dakota.
Yeah, right. I literally died before the proposal when Chris Harrison was talking to her the next morning. He like walked in expecting probably bad news, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like he was like, so tell me the tea. But she was like, he's in love with me. And she's like, and he was like, did he tell you that? Like,
yeah.
He was so sus about it.
Saying. Everyone's so confused about Dale, and like we're shocked that he said that back.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I did love her dresses. They all were both red. The red one was really gorgeous, and the white one was really pretty. So this week I'm not complaining about anything. I loved them. They were very cute.
Yeah. So let's go back to before the proposal, when Claire walked into all the guys, basically, and had speech.
She finally got the balls to go and speak to the guys face to face and not send freaking Chris Harrison to do her dirty work. So finally, kudos to you for not being a little bitch.
Yeah. I thought that speech that she had like wasn't even prepared. Like it was just like off the top of her head. Like it didn't have like any of her heart in it. Like she just wanted to like say some words and get out. Like that's how I felt, at least.
Yes, 100%.
I was like, man, Claire. And then these guys, the reactions were so nice.
I was like, shocked. How
are they so
shocked.
Nice?
I could not believe when she was like, yeah, like this is over. I'm choosing Dale. I was like, and then the guys, a lot of guys were like, they had no words. Everyone's faces were so shocked. Like, they're like, what? But like some kind of like, I feel like some knew, but like they were just like, what is going on? Like, we're literally in week 4. They were so shocked. It was actually hilarious to like watch, but I felt bad at the same time.
Yeah, I felt bad because some of them were like so convinced somehow that she hadn't picked anybody yet. Meanwhile, this lady is literally about to get proposed to.
Yep.
And I think we both agreed with what Kenny was saying to her, how she should have basically been more
apologized
honest
to the group.
Yeah, because she wasn't honest. And like Claire literally quoted this. I wrote this down because I was like, appalled by it, honestly. She was like, I was totally present
when with the
in
energy.
Every single conversation.
I gave so much energy. I put in so much energy with you guys. I was like, what? And then Kenny called her out on it. What energy did you put in?
Yeah.
You literally didn't do shit other than with Dale.
Yeah. All you did was talk about Dale. All you did was want to be around Dale. And then Kenny called her out. He was like, listen, like, when you were having conversation with me, I even knew that you weren't present. Like, I could feel when somebody's interested in me. And I think everybody can do that. So it's not, like, an unnatural thing to even say. Like, and Claire, I feel like, kind of disregarded it and was like, I'm not apologizing for love.
Yeah.
And they made it clear. They were like, we don't want you to apologize for love. We just want you to apologize
for
not being present. Yeah.
For wasting our time. And
exactly.
she did. She wasted time. She wasted their time. She should apologize for that. No one asked her to apologize for love, and they said that several times. We're not asking you to apologize for love, but like, you did waste their time, and you were never really gave anyone a chance. Like, you just did not care.
Yeah.
And you should have. And, like, I think Kenny said this, night one, you should have just went home with him if you knew then. Yeah. Instead of wasting everyone's time.
And she didn't. She didn't know. No. She didn't know. She knew. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she shouldn't have faked it. It's not fair to them. Because, like, some of these guys actually did develop feelings for her.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they got screwed over really badly. Blake and Jason were the two guys that really were connecting and starting to get feelings for her.
Yeah.
They were, like, so upset, especially Blake. But he was kind of getting a little nasty, I feel like, about it.
When she left, I feel like they all kind of were like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like, they were so in shock because these poor men had no idea what was going on. And then all of a sudden, they just got hit with this. And they were like, how do we react?
You know what I thought was really funny, too? Someone, like, said this on social media. They had a one-on-one date and then got engaged. Like, what? They had a one date and got engaged. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you know they're the one, then they're the one, but that was wow.
Yeah. Especially on, like, a TV show, like, somebody can be so different like on camera than off camera. So I feel like Claire should have gone through the entire process, even if she thought that Dale was the one.
Yes.
Like, why wouldn't she just go through the process and get to know him more? Because there's only so much you can know about somebody in 4 weeks.
Yeah. Like, only so much. No, it's so true. I feel like with my relationship, like, I still learn new things about my boyfriend all the time, and
Even
honestly, we've been together over that. We've been together almost 4 years. 4 years in March. Like 3.5 years.
Sarah, take tips from her, man.
But like, I still learn new things about him every day, and I love that still. And like, that's why it's so important to like really get to know someone, because you might realize, oh my God, like that little pet peeve, like I can't be with someone because they do that. Like someone who chews with their mouth open all the time. Like, some people really hate that. And like, you know, just like little things like that are important to like are important, and is the reason why you should get to know someone on a deeper level.
Yeah, because I feel like they don't know anything about each other. That first date, they were literally talking about their parents. That's like such like a service level thing. Like, I feel like that's like one of the first things that you probably get to know when you're starting a new relationship. And that's the first thing they were talking about, which is normal. But right after that, they literally got engaged.
I know.
So I'm like, okay.
She scratched the surface.
She really did. She went right. She just went for it.
She just doesn't. I mean, I guess because her age and like everything she's been through, she just doesn't care. So she's just like, I'm just gonna go for it, and like whatever happens, happens. I mean, she did say like her parents like met one day and like were engaged or married. So I guess it runs in the family.
Yeah, right. I was thinking that
too. Must run in the blood, you know. Yeah. They're all nutty.
Yeah.
I just will wonder how long this will last, and I hope they don't rush into anything else. I really do think that they need to get to know each other more.
Yeah.
Before wanting to spend a lifetime. I mean, I guess for some people, like, they enjoy getting to, like, know people like that way, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. If I didn't really know a guy, I wouldn't want to marry them. I'm so picky like that. I am.
Yeah.
I'm a picky person when it comes to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I couldn't do that.
Same. But, side note for that whole situation, when Claire and Dale, like, got engaged, and, like, the guys were, like, mingling and, like, basically talking shit but not talking shit on, like, what's going on, I was like, wow, like, the friendships that are gonna come out of this season
my gosh.
are gonna be great.
They're
just
gonna be
because
amazing.
of that situation.
Yes.
Like, who knows what happens now, but, like, at that point, I was like, wow, like, these are gonna be tight-ass friends.
I know. They're gonna be so close. Yeah. But I thought it was really funny was when Chris, like, walked in, he's like, okay, guys, so, Dale and Claire are engaged, like, they're leaving, they are no longer a part of this bubble. Everyone's faces was like, I wish anyone who's listening, please go on YouTube and watch this. Their faces are like, what?
Nobody expected
cracking
that.
up. Everyone's like, wait, Dale actually proposed? Everyone thought he wasn't gonna propose. They didn't think that he would do it, but he did it. So I don't know. I feel like the guys perceive Dale as a different person than we have seen him. So I don't know what's going on with that, or maybe he was just faking it with them because he didn't want them to know the truth. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm confused with that.
We have literally, like, in the guys' eyes, Dale is, like, literally two different people.
Yeah.
And, like, I know we're only seeing one person.
Yeah.
But, like, apparently he's somebody else. I mean, we've never seen that side, so.
That was...
I don't know.
That was really weird, the way they were acting. And, like, Blake was so shocked. Blake was, like, I feel like in love with her. Like, he was so upset. He was getting so angry. He's like, how could she fall in love with him? Like, she barely knows him, and, like, blah, 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 like, all this stuff. He was so upset.
Yeah.
He just, like, taking in the news and everything. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. And he said it to her too, like, good luck, like, I hope that, you know, it works, but, like, I don't know if that's gonna happen, you know, you've only known him for so long. I was kind of surprised he said that, but...
And everything was just going in one ear and out the other for her. She was like,
did not care.
Let's move it
along. Exactly. She's
like, bring it in.
She's like, let's get this shit over with. I need to go be with Dale. I need to get this done.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, she didn't give a shit.
No, I could not believe she asked for a group hug.
I know, I was, like, really surprised. And the guys, like, were nice. Like, majority of them, like, were really sweet. And like, that's how you know they're good people.
Yeah.
They were so nice.
They were happy
They
for
weren't
her.
like, you dumb.
Which, honestly, I thought the guys were.
I was expecting someone to be like, really nasty to her, but they weren't. So I'm actually really happy, and kudos to them.
Yeah, good job. So what? Then Claire and Dale get engaged. They start, whatever. He's picking her up. She's literally breathing so heavily in his ear, like. That's how she sounds to me.
I know.
She's like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like.
Oh my God. So then after that, Chris obviously went and, like, told the guys.
Yeah.
And that was it. And he goes, okay, well, you guys have, you know, this journey is not over for you because you've been cheated.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that Chris is on their side for this.
I was so excited.
Because he's right. They've been cheated and they deserve another chance if they wanted that.
Yeah.
So he told them, you guys have till tonight to figure out if you want to meet the new Bachelorette, then stay. If not, you can go home.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, hell yeah, like, new Bachelorette, like,
so
let's
excited
go.
for them.
Like, and it's like clapping his legs. He's like, yeah, let's
go, fellas.
If you can tell, like, we're rooting for Bennett.
Oh my God, yes, we are.
And Ivan.
And
I feel like
Ivan,
really good with Tayshia, but so he told them that, and, like, the only two people were Jason and Blake that were really shook about it and didn't know what they wanted to do. I honestly think that they should have went home.
Yeah, I do too. But then again, I'm like, honestly, if you're gonna stay, at least just be super honest from the start, because obviously you know how it feels like to be dishonest from what Claire just did to you guys. So just be honest with Tayshia. Just tell her exactly how you feel. If you're not gonna do that, or you're not planning on doing that, just please go home. Yeah, because then you're wasting someone else's time.
100%. And I agree with you. Like, they started to develop feelings, but also you only knew her for like, you probably talked to her, I don't know, barely, maybe an hour at most in those 4 weeks, because she spent most of her time with Dale.
Literally.
And didn't really want to talk to anyone. So how much really of feelings did you develop? I mean, Jason, yes, I understand, because he had a one-on-one with her, but
yeah, poor Jason.
he has it the worst. But he didn't go home, so he's probably like, you know, I'm here, let me just see how it goes. And if he really is upset, then he can go home. Like, if he really doesn't like feel that way with you know, Tayshia. But I'm really happy that he stayed, because you know, maybe this will help him move on from that whole situation, because they got screwed over.
They really did.
Disrespected, cheated out of whatever this journey is. So I'm happy that they're giving them a second chance. And I thought there was like less than 16 men left, but there's 16 men left. I thought it was like maybe 10.
Yeah.
So Tayshia has a good amount of people, but when I saw the previews, a lot of them were still worried that they had feelings for Tayshia or this wasn't going to work. And she was like freaking out. She's like, oh my God.
For Clare. Feelings for Clare.
Yeah, I mean, feelings for Clare. Feelings for Clare. So she was stressed out about that. She's like, I don't want to feel like, you know, I'm second.
Yeah.
And I totally feel her on that. You never want to feel like that. I honestly think that they need to bring in like maybe 4 more guys.
Yeah.
Like 4 new guys for Tayshia who didn't have to deal with this. Yeah. Fresh start as well. Because it's kind of not fair to her either, because she has to deal with all their like baggage of Clare. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I thought it was sad in the previews when they were showing, obviously we know they could twist things, but from what they just showed us, a lot of the guys were going up to her and like
at least they were being honest, but yes.
Yeah, they were being honest, but it didn't feel like, oh yeah, like Clare was here, now she's gone, I'm here for you. And it also didn't feel like, you know, I might still have feelings for Clare. It kind of felt like, basically, why are you here? You're a second option. I just feel like that, like, I don't know. I just felt like that's what it felt.
Some new guys in. That's my opinion.
And I feel so bad for Tayshia, because she didn't ask for this.
No.
I don't know how this came about, how she's the Bachelorette and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how that process went. But, like, she didn't ask to be the baggage of somebody else.
Exactly.
So that's not fair.
I know. It isn't. That's what I'm saying. If these guys can't get over Clare, they should go home, because it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to Tayshia either.
Yeah. I really just want to see, like, I'm so excited for next week. It's
know.
Literally, we don't even have to wait an entire week now.
Oh my God, we have a few days. Oh my God, we're gonna go crazy.
So that's amazing, and I'm so excited to see friggin' Tayshia and Bennett interact.
Yeah,
like, I want to see that.
Yes, because Bennett's like really goofy, and she's like into the goofy guys.
Yeah,
that's gonna be very exciting. I'm excited to see how she interacts with all these guys, because we kind of know them already. So we're like kind of like, okay, maybe she'll be good with this guy, or maybe she'll be good with this guy.
Yeah,
it's gonna be very interesting next week during the cocktail ceremony.
Yeah. I feel like we know them, but like we don't. We literally, we know their freaking name, where they're from.
I know, we really
how they react to things.
We really don't know them.
We don't know them.
Because we never got those one-on-ones with Clare, because Clare didn't care and wasn't there. The only thing we know about is Clare and Dale, which we're sick and tired
and a little bit of Jason. That's it.
A little bit of Jason, yes. Which is crazy. Isn't that crazy? We really don't even know these guys. We know that Easy could be, or defender, whatever it is.
Yikes.
But that's from the news. That's not even from the show.
Yeah, so, and he's still here, so.
I know, which is going to be very interesting. I wonder what's going to happen with that. Because he could tell her, he might, you know, tell her, like, hey, like, I'm a registered sex offender and this is what happened.
Yeah, true.
So, this is going to get even more interesting. But I am really excited. The only thing that kind of sucks is, like, I feel like they're going to make this a half season. So she's not even going to get, like, a full experience. She gets leftovers, 1. And 2, she doesn't get, like, a full season. It's, like, half a season, because it was, like, what, 4 episodes?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to, like, give her more episodes, or they're just going to cut it at the max that they usually keep it with the guys. It's going to be really interesting, because she doesn't have that many guys compared to every other Bachelor and Bachelorette.
Yeah. Well, like, I guess that could either be a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
And I'm worried with how they're gonna treat her. It's like, I don't know. Not like treat her like bad way. I think just the whole baggage thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. And you could tell like next week she's like, oh my God, like she's new too. She's like, I've never done this before. I've always been on the other side. Yeah. So she has to learn the process as well. So everyone just like, everything's just up in the air. I feel like it's gonna be hopefully more normal than what we've been watching. And hopefully everyone gets a fair chance with this new Bachelorette and this process.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited to see the new relationships that are going to be forming. Excited to get to go. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to get to know the guys better.
Yes, we don't even know them.
We don't know these men.
Nothing.
I'm interested to see what's going on with Clare and Dale in 6 months.
I know, that too. Like, who knows what the hell's going to happen. But I did see online, I didn't want to tell you this.
Oh gosh.
That there was an article that I think from E! News that she had a huge engagement ring on.
Oh.
Like recently. They saw her out with the engagement ring on, so that made it obvious. And I'm kind of surprised that she did that because you're not supposed to do that. You know, she might get charged for that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's against
the contract.
So we'll see what happens with that. But she really doesn't give a shit. She wore it out and didn't care. And I was like, early on in E! News was like, oh, like she was caught with a huge engagement ring on. So she kind of ruined that. But I mean, like, I guess everyone already knew she was going to pick Dale, so it didn't really ruin anything.
That's true. The show didn't really try to hide that. So nor did they try to hide that.
They just wanted to get rid of her, honestly.
Yeah, they really did.
Nobody wanted to deal with her anymore. Okay, guys, so we are excited because we have a shout out this week. Woo! We got another fan. Very exciting. So we want to give a shout out to Sweet and Spicy Eddie.
Woo! Thank you for following us.
Thank you for following, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching, and we really appreciate it. So we want to give you a shout out. And do you have anything to say, Tula?
If you guys want to be shouted out in our videos and in our podcast, if you're listening, just comment down below on our YouTube channel. Follow us on our Instagram.
Yes. And DM us. Sweet and Spicy Eddie DM'd us and told us his opinion. He totally agreed with us. He said that he agrees that he thinks Claire is one of the worst bachelorettes and is up there with Juan Pablo. And we agree, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I think this is one of the worst seasons ever. So, I don't know about you, but I am not happy. I mean, I'm happy that they got Tayshia to come.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's about it right now.
So thank you, Sweet and Spicy Eddie.
Sweet and Spicy.
For supporting us. Again,
we appreciate it a lot.
We want to do more shout outs. So tell us your opinion, because like we've been saying, we want to know.
Are you excited about Tayshia? That's one.
Yeah.
Two, how long do you think Dale and Clare will last, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
And do you got a third one?
Do you think that any of the men are going to walk out on Tayshia?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let us know.
Yeah.
Comment, DM us.
Voice memo
on Anchor if you listen on Anchor.
Yeah.
Let us know. We want to hear, because we will talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
We love that you guys are reaching out to us, and we are so excited. This is like our first like real like fan, I feel like. Thank you, Sweet and Spicy Eddie. We really appreciate it.
We love that you love our podcast.
Yes. So thank you. And I think that's a wrap for today.
Yeah.
This was a very boring episode, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because we kind of all knew what was coming.
Yeah, we knew.
And there wasn't really much to talk about because we've been all talking about this. So it's like, what's going on?
A little shorter than usual for the episode.
I feel like the episode flew by because everything was happening so fast, and we all just knew what was going to happen. And we're all just like anticipating Tayshia, like, when is she coming?
I know.
And then she finally comes, and it's like, to be continued. We're like, oh my god.
I know.
Wait, before we go, didn't Chris say to Tayshia that something was about to change?
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. That made me go crazy. I'm like, okay, thank God we only have, instead of a week, it's just a few days to see what happens. Because I'm like, oh my god, what now? Like,
I know.
What now?
I really hope that it's nothing with the guys.
Me either.
If anything, I hope it's like more guys are being brought in for her.
Yes, exactly. So I'm excited for next week. I'm so happy that Claire and Dale are gone. So goodbye, Claire, and hello, Tayshia.
Yes, welcome.
I hope I never have to speak of, I can't even speak. I hope that I never have to speak of Claire and Dale again after this.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. Unless there's some crazy updates, you know?
Yeah. We'll see if there's any more tea on them in the future. And I'm sure there will be.
There probably will be.
But for now, the tea will be focused on Tayshia.
So we will be spilling that tea about Tayshia.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, with all that being said, thank you for watching, and we promise to
spill the tea.
The whole tea.
And nothing but the tea.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.
Woo!
Follow, whatever else. Share. And I'm not even sure when this is going to be posted, so either a happy weekend or a hello Monday.
Yeah, turn your notifications on YouTube so you know.
Yes. All right, that's it.
Bye.
Bye.